Hello, we are here for episode number 9 of this mini podcast style series, the 12 Principles of Permaculture. I'm going through each one of David Holmgren's 12 permaculture principles and telling you our interpretation and how we implement these here on our homestead. So today we are on number 9. This is a good reminder to slow down and be patient. And the principle is to use small and slow solutions. An excellent example of this is our recent incorporation of Guinea Fowl to the farm because we have an overabundance of ticks here. So as of a couple years ago, I'm not sure if the statistic is still relevant. The county where I live in New Jersey has the highest rate in the entire country of deer ticks carrying Lyme disease. Last summer in 2021, I got Lyme disease along with 2 of my dogs. It completely took out my knee. It was a big ordeal. I was on crutches. The dogs were lame. And while I knew ticks were a threat, it's sort of a hazard of the job. Well, after all of us got sick, it was time to make a change. So instant gratification tells me, spray something. Just kill them all at once. But that is not in alignment with my holistic and natural approach to how I do things here at the homestead. So I looked for a natural solution. Chickens are an option. They eat an abundance of insects, including ticks, but I'm not really a chicken person, to be completely honest, and I don't want them flying around and scratching up my growing spaces. So I started exploring guinea fowl. Guineas are especially good at seeking them out and ingesting them and reducing tick infestations. I was concerned about the noise, but I got over it and I decided to get some guineas. Here in New Jersey, April, June, and September are the highest prevalence of ticks. That's when you're going to see them the most. In June, they were babies. Now we're coming into September, and I'm noticing a difference. In fields and pasture spaces where they have foraged and where I used to walk and get covered with ticks, it's not happening anymore. So I think so far they're living up to their reputation. So this is a small solution that I could do. I could bring in just a handful of guineas. I made them a guinea tractor, so I make sure they go through the spaces I need them to go through and they stay here at the farm. Small efforts, making the guinea tractor, bringing in the guineas, that are going to give us a real change. They're really going to improve the quality of life here. Other things that I think are slow changes include amending soil. Immediately, I think that we expect soil to improve just by dropping some fertilizer in there. I actually don't drop conventional fertilizer into my soils anymore. I'm more interested in improving soil quality and the microorganisms, which is rather than just feeding my plants with liquid or a handful of slow-release fertilizer, I'm working on improving soil through adding organic matter, adding amendments that are going to break down and add more growing medium, creating a healthy habitat for microorganisms, because I believe those things work together to feed the plants as a growing system, rather than just bypassing that and feeding the plants directly. So by doing things like making compost tea, comfrey tea, adding compost, fresh organic matter, it actually is going to feed the plants ultimately, yes, but it also fosters an entire working ecosystem within the soil. So those are some of my interpretations and also the efforts that I go to in order to put in place small, simple actions that are going to foster big outcomes. Give me your take in the comments. We are done with episode 9 here. Stay tuned for episode number 10.